What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I know I just did a rap thing, but this is gonna go ahead and we'll get into the basics and the meat potatoes that really important about Commander 4. We're gonna be seeing as far as gameplay goes, and when the trailer's supposed to actually be coming out. And I think the most important part is we gotta know and understand. That's the first thing that you gotta see. So, the first thing that we got to see and understand is that Commander 4 is a 24 mission game. Um, I have decided to make this a little bit different, and the reason I've made it different is because there was a lot of changes I had to make. Now, I told you there's going to be objectives, and you're going to play as a team. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, I've canned all that. Unless I decide to change something. Now, I'm not, like I said, this game is supposed to come out this year. But again, it has to be awesome. It has to be great. So, you're in hell pretty much. That's where it takes it all place. And, go through the portal, go through hell. So, there's a lot of different things they're gonna be showing up in this game and in this reactive and everything like that where it makes more sense. There's a lot of different things that take place in Commander 4 that most people uh, don't really know. And when I say this is something you haven't played before, I mean it. It's something that you haven't played before for a reason, because it's all brand new. So what exactly is going on as far as that goes? There's a lot of stuff happening in this game. I have decided to make it back to Call to Arms. I was going to do the Gates of Hell one, but the times of the taking it and trying to get done. I was gonna do them in Assault Squad one, but something it just didn't work out. I'm very sorry for that. It would have been cool to see that, I know. But it's not gonna be in either one. But it is gonna be in Con Arms, which is where it first began and where it's going to end. So there's a lot of different things that I know I was supposed to bring this video out probably in October, which I do have a video in October talking about this, but there's some stuff that's actually in the making that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. I think you're really going to like it. I can't put Space Marines back in Hell because when I realized the basics of it, there's only a part of it that makes more sense than anything, and that's where things become a little bit diversive. I know people are like, oh, wait, we don't have to play as a team anymore? What? Well, like I said, this is Commander 4. This is why it's so deep of a deep story, because the story, to honestly, it is still a deep story. I was gonna take it with Battle Brothers, but then I canned that, and there was a lot more than what I thought about. When I actually started building the game in Commander 4, I started realizing, hey, this is gonna be a solo game. This is going to be a solo game, and there's really nothing I can do about it because that's just how it is. Most people, is there going to be cutscenes? Yeah, you've got some cutscenes, but not a lot. It was going to be filled with cutscenes, and it was going to be filled with different type of things, but because this is such a divided storyline and a divided story, this is where Isaac Commander is really getting the warp, the touch of the warp, where he's starting to have mixed conflictions, mixed feelings. He's really got to fight it to get out of there because it's tearing him apart. So once the strait of the evil that we see that's trying to get to Isaac, Isaac is really starting to battle with his demons now. He's got nobody in there. Nobody has came in there except for one of his brothers. But you'll meet the brother at the very last level, at the very end. Good news. I won't tell you what it's going to be, but I can tell you Flame is going to die. It's really cool. You gotta stay tuned for that. So, what is it that brings out more of this that really kind of touches with the storyline, and why is it just a deep story? That's because, well, one is for the invitation that drives him is a story that he is alone in this hell world. He is very alone. He only has himself. He doesn't have another, you know, it's good to see you, brother. He doesn't have brothers to help him. He doesn't have uh, anybody to help him. He has to fight along his sides with his only using his crystal and just one single weapon. Yeah, you can pick up weapons along the way if you want to, but the essential is he has his own significant weapon, his own weapon. He's his own battle station, and the reason he's unlimited health and ammo is because his crystal allows both, but not for a short period of time. And you have to understand that when he's going along these missions, going along these lines, it's different. It builds character. But again, I did tell you there's going to be teammates in Arcadion, and Cadrian. I am Cadrian. Yeah, a Cadrian. I did tell you he was gonna be in there. Well, he's not gonna be in there. And I know this is kind of sad to all you guys, and I know you were looking forward to teammates and objectives, but it just didn't feel right having all that in there. Instead, I wanted to make this like a low pace, like Blood Bolt Born, in a way where you're just going around killing different things. I don't know if there was any cutscenes in there or not. I think it was like a 40,000 plus game. It was called Bolt. I'm trying to think here. Fusion, Tide, Bolt, Bolt Gun. He's pretty much the lone survivor. It's only 10.99 in stock, so not bad. But yeah, it'd be something like that where you're just there. But what I want to talk about is this still is the story, just because of the way it's going. It'll make you feel different. You'll start to feel that the mahogany on this game. You'll start to feel the touch. I do recommend putting some Warhammer 40,000 music on to play this game. Because the reason I'm not going to add any music to it is because the weapon and the gunfire, it completely overthrows it. So if you want to listen to any type of music, I recommend going on YouTube and playing this game with the music. So, drink here. So what is it that really drives this game? What makes you want to play it? Well, I would say the art direction that I'm taking this in with. The way the art direction is going. Um, how many cutscenes is going to be on this game? Uh, well, I'm not sure. when you play this game, you'll see what you have. Now, there's a demo that's coming out probably tomorrow, and the trailer, I'm still building the trailer. But we do have a demo to see if you guys like it or not. If not, we'll scrap it. But I have to finish the game no matter what I do. It just the reason the feeling of it and just the feeling of it. It's the reason this is because this is it. This really is it. This is when Isaac Commander has to face his most strongest foe, which is Flame, Lord Flame. And he has to face him head on. This is extremely different because he has no help. There is no help. When he goes through that warp to finish this, he is literally there for good. Until when he kills Flame, then he'll go back out of the warp and go back to his battle brother. You know. But I was gonna add in some ships in there and some turrets in there and some objectives in there, but I personally just didn't see that happening, especially with this type of story. There's no brothers in there, there's no dead brothers in there, there's really nothing. And I know that kind of sucks, but this story, the way this story is, this is the way it's gotta be for some reason. It's just the way I'm being told it, you know? And it's kind of sad because I wanted to add objectives. I wanted to add something cool. I wanted to add these things in there, but hell just don't seem like that's the place we need to go with this. And that's exactly why it has to be the way it is. Unfortunately, it's sad, I know. Believe me, I wish I could do something different about it, but it just isn't going to happen for some reason. Um, You'll play as Isaac Commander through 24 missions long. I hope you enjoy the story that it's going to be taking place and have a little bit of imagination to it. These are brand new modes, brand new maps. They'll be coming to you. Like I said, I've got probably tomorrow. I've got the demo coming out, so that's pretty good. You guys can look for that. If you guys like that, then awesome. If you guys don't like that, awesome. Um, but I'm gonna finish the storyline no matter what. So if I get 0 or 1 or 2, just know I'm still going to put it out because I have to do this. I have to finish this. I've been on me for a long time trying to get the story done. As soon as Commander 3 Part 3 Part 5 was done, I had to finish the very part that it was. And I think Commander 2 is only Commander 2 Warhammer 40,000 Commander 2 is only 10 missions long. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna finish um gonna finish Commander 4 and really go from there. I'm sorry there's no really cutscenes in it kinda, but you know.